Hello dear students, I am Samir Velankar and I welcome all of you to this another video in which we will be solving some gate questions which are asked on minimum cost spanning tree, rather greedy algorithms. Let's see gate 2010 question. We are given a complete, check this word, complete undirected graph. What do you mean by that? Every vertex has an edge to every other vertex. That's what we mean by complete. With vertex set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 vertices are there, and entry wij, there is a matrix W which is in fact adjacency matrix given. Matrix W below is the weight of the edge from I to j. So as an example, if we rather example, instead of saying example, if you draw the graph, I'm not drawing all the edges, but 0 to 4 vertices are there, and it is shown that 0, this is row 0, column 0, row 0, column 1, isn't it? So 0 to 1, the weight is 1. That's what they say. This is adjacency matrix, isn't it? Or 0 to 2, 0 to 2, weight is 8, and so on. So this adjacency matrix is given, which will tell us that which vertex has weight towards which other vertex. Now the question asked is, what is the minimum possible weight of a spanning tree T in this graph such that vertex 0 is a leaf node in the tree? Obviously, we are supposed to find minimum cost spanning tree. Check that word. I am emphasizing on the word tree. Tree we are supposed to find. And what they are saying is that the vertex 0 in that resultant tree, if this is vertex 0 in the resultant tree, this should be a leaf in the resultant tree. What that means is there can be only one edge in the resultant tree. There can be only one edge from vertex 0, or rather vertex 0 will have only one edge connecting to some other vertex. Like suppose for some reason we draw the tree like this: 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 2 to 3, and 1 to 4. Let's say now this is also a tree because there is no cycle in this, isn't it? But 0 is not a leaf here, not a leaf. We say a node is a leaf in a tree if it has only one edge coming out. I hope you have understood. So how do you construct a minimum cost spanning tree such that vertex 0 will be a leaf? Now there is an additional condition put here, isn't it? So you cannot freely construct the tree just as you were constructing using Kruskal or Prim's algorithm. Now what will be the idea given in many of the textbooks is as follows. If you have 0 to 4 vertices, you want 0 as the leaf. Then first of all, you just ignore this column 0 and row 0. That means you ignore this particular vertex as if it is not there in the graph, and you construct the minimum cost spanning tree using remaining vertices first. So if you are constructing using remaining vertices, you look for the edge which has minimum weight, isn't it? And the minimum weight amongst all is this 2, which is in fact, remember, vertices are numbered from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 3 to 4, isn't it? 3 to 4, there is an edge with a weight 2. And obviously 4 to 3, observe, is also 2. These two are same. So we will connect 3 and 4 with 2, or 4 and 3 with 2. That's same, isn't it? Which I have ticked here. Now which edge will you connect next? Yes, this 3 is the next minimum, which I am ticking here. This is nothing but 2 to 4. Observe, 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is 3. And indeed, 4 to 2 is also 3. Look what I am taking. That's the same edge we are talking about. The next minimum you will take is 4, which is in fact 1 to 3, isn't it? 1 to 3 is 4. Still, we don't have any cycles. You watch, there are no cycles in this. And of course, 1 to 3 is 4, and 1 to 3 is 4, and 3 to 1 is also 4. Same edge we are talking about. Now you watch, we were working over here, except 0. We have ignored the 0th vertex. We were working with 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 vertices, and we can add only 3 edges. If you add fourth edge, there will be a cycle. So we have finished with this part. We can't add any more edge in this. Now what about vertex 0? Now you connect vertex 0 with such a vertex which has minimum weight. Now you watch. Now open up. Now open up this row 0 and column 0. What do you see is this 1, 0 to 1. Observe 0 to 1 weight is 1. And you observe 0 to 3 is also weight 1. These two are minimum. So you can connect either of the two, isn't it? Either of the two. So if you connect 0 to 1, let's say 0 to 1, still there is no cycle and the weight is 1. Then 0 is a leaf, you watch, because 0 is having only one edge coming out. Isn't it so? So this is the tree. Actually, you could have connected 0 and 3 also. No problem. But then what is the minimum weight they are asking? Minimum possible weight if spanning tree T in the graph is such that vertex 0 is a leaf node and the cost we are getting is 4 plus 2 plus 1 7 plus 3 10. So D must be the answer. Answer is 10 for this particular example. Now, the interesting part is there was a linked question on this again. Same GATE 2010 we are talking about. And the question asked was in the graph given in the above question is typed by me 2 times. Sorry for that. What is the minimum possible weight of the path P from vertex 1 to vertex 2 in this graph such that P contains at most 3 edges? Now look how tricky the questions are. But the questions become so easy, remarkably easy, if you read each and every word very carefully. They have said in the graph given in the above question, in the graph, not in the tree. We don't have to find out the tree. They are asking us to work on the graph itself. In the graph given in the above question, what is the minimum possible weight of the path P from 1 to 2 in this graph such that P contains at most 3 edges? Now, now there is no way out. You have to find out path from 1 to 1 path from 1 to 2, vertex 1 to 2. So you will have to draw a few edges as they are given in this matrix. You will have to spend some time over here. Like 0 to 1 observe is 1, 0 to 2 observe is 8, then 0 to 3 is 1, and 0 to 4 is 4. Now they are asking us what is the path from 1 to 2, isn't it? 1 to 2 such that at most 3 edges are there, maximum 3 edges. If you keep drawing the vertices or edges over here, you will see vertex 1, 1 to 0 is anyway 1, as you see the matrix. 1 to 3 is 12. Sorry, 1 to 2 is 12. I'm so sorry. 1 to 2 is 12. 1 to 3 is 4. And 1 to 4 is 9. Check that. You might be afraid of drawing this big graph during GATE exam. But believe me, once you have drawn 1 to 2, isn't it? You don't have to check 2 to 1 next time. That means when you are drawing this graph, you can check either the upper triangle or lower triangle. Come on, this is an undirected graph and it is complete graph, isn't it? So when you are drawing such a graph, just see that you talk about 0, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. You did that, you connected. Then 1 to 1 to 2, 2 to 1 to 3, 1 to 4. You did that also. Now when you come to vertex number 2, you say only 2 to 3 and 2 to 4. Now 2 to 3 is observe, it is 7, correct? And 2 to 4 observe, 2 to 4 is 3. And now come to the next point is you have to see only 3 to 4 and 3 to 4 is indeed 2. So the graph is over. You have to only draw the upper triangle because once you have connected 3 to 4 you have connected 4 to 3 also, isn't it? They are now asking what is the length of the path from 1 to 2. From 1 to 2 you may say then it is 12 because there is an edge, but they are asking minimum path, isn't it? So that at most 3 edges are covered. You can see that this path 0 to 1, 1 to 3, correct? 0 to 1, 1 to 3 and 3 to 2 is the shortest path. That will give us the sum of 1 plus 4, that will be 1 plus 4 will be 5 plus 7 will be will uh, 5 plus 7 will be 12. Is it really the shortest path? No, I don't think so. 1 to 2 you are checking, isn't it? 1 to 2, it can be directly 1 to 2, which is having length 12, or it can be you want to go from 1 to 2. Sorry, I took from 0 last time. Just ignore whatever I said, but you just see 1 to 2 is 12, correct? Now let's check the alternate paths from 1. You can go from 1 to 0, correct? Then 0 to 3 and 3 to 2. How come? Just keep checking it. 1 to 0, 0 to 3 and 3 to 2. You want path from 1 to 2, isn't it? Last time I discussed it from 0. Sorry, just ignore whatever I explained from 0. The path came out to be 12. I was wrong. But then what is the length of this path? Now 0 to 1, as you see, is 1. 1 plus 0 to, sorry, 1 to 0 is 1. 0 to 3 is 1. And 3 to 2 is 7. So you get the total length as 9. Is there any other path? Hello. What are they asking us? They are asking us for that the shortest distance between 1 to 2, such that at most 3 edges can be there. And listen, we have used 3 edges here, isn't it? And we are getting lesser distance than 12. We are getting 9 as the answer here. So is there any other way to go from 1 to 2? You have seen one trace, 1 to 0, 0 to 3 and 3 to 2. Is there any other way? Yes, you can go from 1 to 3 and 3 to 2. Observe, 1 to 3 and 3 to 2. But the total path will be 4 plus 7, which is 11, which is larger than 9. Any other way? Yes, you can go from 1 to 4. Observe, 1 to 4, 4 to 3 and 3 to 2. But that path also will be longer than 9. So using at most 3 edges, we are getting 9 as the answer. I hope you're understanding. C is the answer. 9 is the shortest path from 1 to 2, such that at most 3 edges are used. So this was the question on the graph, and the previous question was on the tree. If you want to find out the tree such that vertex 0 is the leaf node, so you found minimum cost spanning tree. And then I remember it is so easy to go wrong here. What you may not see is that word graph, and you may just work on your minimum cost spanning tree, and you will see what is the path from 1 to 2 in the tree. But we were asked what is the shortest path from 1 to 2 in the graph, such that at most 3 edges can be there. And the answer, I ticked at the wrong place, I think. Sorry, it happens many times. uh, yeah, we were talking about this question. The answer is C here. The answer is 9. 9 is the shortest path. I hope you got this. In the next video, I will be solving a few more questions. Now, there is a question asked in GATE 2000, and some other questions which I have got from other sources will be solved in the next video. Thank you very much.